Mm-hmm.
Stream announcement.
Hmm?
Hopefully.
Oh.
Stream pings. There we go. Got some music going.
Yippee. See, I can't listen along to the music, which makes me sad because they for some reason my headphones don't play the music through my headphones. It plays out loud on my computer, and it won't let me fix it.
Oh dear.
It doesn't work. I've tried so many things to like fix it.
Huh.
The ambience for me is just silence.
Oh dear. Here.
I don't know how I feel about Corellian ambience.
Here, I'll send you the main playlist.
Thank you. I do have Corellian with me. It's like swapped because he said hello.
Yeah.
It's like swapped because I'm usually in the background for Sunday games and Wednesday. It's the roles have reversed.
Now Corellian must stand in the background.
No! Maybe I should have my camera on and turn the blurry stuff on, so you're just a blob in the background like I am. No, don't be through.
Let's ping all the folks. A moment.
Get them in.
It is time.
Time. Just time. Junta.
Not sending you. I realize sending you the main playlist probably doesn't help at all. But anyways.
Wait, let me check the playlist. I won't be able to play it because if I play it, you're gonna hear it. Yeah. You're gonna hear it again. I'd rather not have that. I would.
No, I should.
Like the mooch music.
There.
Why is it loading on my Google?
Fantasy Grounds ready. While we're waiting, I can give you the little bit of description leading up to rejoining with the group.
That would be great. I have no idea what Keanu's been up to the past 3 weeks, so...
I have had Keanu ill with a fever. Just feverish in the car.
Yeah! It's like, I've had Keanu be ill with fever because basically being emerged from cold, icy water. Like, I'm back. Sniffle, sniffle.
So yeah, you've been, in and out of it, sleeping a lot, being pulled along. They wrapped you up in blankets and stuff in the Kajak.
I'm just picturing them just dragging me along in the snow.
But they did return to the village with a
Alright.
tree, and they seem to be in quite a flurry about it.
Oh.
Um,
Is Keywall's character still being sacrificed?
appears to be the expectation. You can always
Okay.
ask them about it when you return, though.
Okay.
I
Hi,
will-
Keywall. Hi, Ali.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome back. I will be back in 2 seconds. I'm going to make some coffee. Literally just one
Sounds
minute.
good. Sounds good. Get yourself some coffee.
I'll cry.
Oh,
Keywall.
sorry, I've already had my
Yes.
tea.
The old man says hello.
Tell him I swear at him.
He swears at you. He said, I'll remember that for tomorrow.
Oh no. Oh no.
He said,
I'll
oh
say
no.
hi though.
But yeah, the group everyone had dinner in the big elder's hut. The whole village gathered together. They probably brought you some soup too.
Damn it, I missed it because I was sick. Damn.
Soup episode complete.
Yes, soup episode. Soup episode. I hope the
Rather
I hope
late
the
at
title is
night.
soup episode.
Don't worry,
Mhm.
we're doing the thing. Don't worry. They all went out to go look at the lights to see where they were because they had heard there was a number of different places.
Mhm.
And maybe, Keanu's feeling a little bit better, especially after some soup.
Oh,
You can
depends
go
on
to
the soup,
catch
really.
up.
Whale soup.
Whale soup.
Yes.
That's what they
Okay.
have.
Exotic. Oof.
And the group you will be able to see them as you're trying to catch up to them. They were like running out across the snow in the distance towards some glowing blue light.
Mhm. Shiny blue light.
And then there's another light that appears that seems to be vaguely humanoid. You're still catching up. And they battle with it and a number of wolves. And they'll melt out something in the ice before you catch up with them.
So I'm catching up with them as they're like end of battle or mid battle.
Yeah, end of battle. They've ended the battle. It's been
Okay.
over for a couple minutes here.
Okay, awesome. Oh goodness gracious! Oh god!
Have you come in from?
Boop. Amen.
Doo-doo-doo.
Give me my character. Yippee.
Yeah.
Little owl boy. Love him.
There's some very excellent characters. I was pretty pleased.
Explode, obviously.
Oh. Yeah, everyone's characters are really like cool and creative.
This up. There we are. I'll have to get this out again. We'll see. We should have people hopping in any moment.
See, I didn't realize that the game started
Oh, it's
10 p.m. my time
I should have checked in.
this week. I thought it was like, oh, still
I should have checked in. I forgot
What?
that
It-
daylight savings is a week apart across the ocean.
It's the clock's gone off. Yeah, the clock's. He was like, "You do realize your game's at 10?" And I was like, "Shit."
It'll be back to normal next week. Literally tomorrow, our clock
Yes.
shifts. I should have checked in and
Yeah.
asked if people wanted to start at the later time, but I imagine people would prefer the earlier time in general. Except for maybe Alex.
Yeah, I don't do daylight savings, so it doesn't change.
Lovely.
It's weird.
Works for me.
See, I don't mind either way, to be fair. I mean, the later time just means that we finish at like 2 in the morning for
Mhm.
me. But I don't really mind. My sleep schedule's next to nothing, so.
Yeah, mine's been
Same.
obliterated this last week.
Goodbye, sleep. What is that?
I am frequently staying up till about 2 a.m. actually, yeah. So,
Oh no.
One thing I wish is like, as selfish as it sounds, is all the Valence season events are Monday morning for me, and I work full time now.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
gonna be deadly for you.
I'm
understand.
no.
This season was
I was like,
particularly difficult because we just had to run them when we could run them. All the senior creatives
Yeah.
been so busy.
Yeah, I was like, if only if it was shifted, like literally shifted 24 hours backwards, it would be so fine. But
Mhm.
A lot of the events for Valence for me were like early morning.
Mhm.
There was a few I went to actually because some were not too late, so I got to do a couple, but not all of them. So
The only time where we could make it work for most people was 6 p.m. my time.
yeah,
Bless
I remember staying
Corellian
up
for staying up.
so late for season 2.
Corellian for staying up so late and Ray for getting up so early.
oh my, because yeah,
he just put a thumbs up.
I
Yeah,
I remember when I lived on the East Coast of Australia, Valence events were like 8 a.m.
Mhm.
and I was like, it's such a good time because I would have been like up and ready to go.
Mhm, mhm.
But then I moved, so I went back 3 hours.
Ooh.
Yay!
So I was like, ah.
Very early now. We're gonna wait a little bit longer here to see, but we're 15 minutes in and we're still missing some folks.
Oh
I said
no.
that be
They'll
here
be
a
there
sec,
in a sec, yeah.
that was 7 minutes ago.
Well, we'll wait till the 20-minute mark, and if people are still not here, I'll cancel the session. You guys won't owe me anything for today.
Oh, hopefully they come.
Yeah. I'd run with just one more.
Come on, one more.
The Seeking Paradise is very easy for me to prep, so I can justify it. If not, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
it's
back
not
to
too
work on the
bad.
book. I got the first preview back. Here, I'll show that off just to you guys.
Mm.
How about
Oh,
that?
yeah, you're right. You're writing a book, aren't you?
Yeah. Corellian got in a
Yeah.
little too late to help with it. We'll get him on the
Aw,
next one.
how dare you, Corellian? You got in too late to not to help with the book, you silly sausage.
The next
Yeah.
one. We'll do more.
Yeah, that's cool. It's exciting.
Let me find it. I'll just stream it on here while we're waiting. This is just the first preview the book designer sent. Only one of the sections is complete, quote unquote.
Connie just joined the
Oh, they've
Fantasy
been in
Grounds.
Fantasy Grounds for a little while here.
Oh,
Ugh.
Hello.
Colobin Everett.
Welcome.
Oh,
Go
Ooh,
gold.
that's some nice
So
cover art.
good.
Oh, yeah, Cat did this one. I guess that's right there, yeah.
Is it? Are you planning to make it like just a digital thing, or you want the physical copy?
The page designer has encouraged us to do a physical one and has even offered to do it for free.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I would love to see that typeset as a physical book.
Isn't it
That would
cool?
be amazing.
The last
I looked.
we did the last one as kind of a test. I haven't really publicized it a lot.
It looks awesome. So I was laughing because I looked over at Corelli and he had like the oh my goodness. It looks awesome.
But they
will
do a
say-
good job.
I
It
will
looks
say
really good.
There's something about writing a book and then having a physical copy made and then holding that physical copy
Mhm.
that like feels really good.
We'll do it, and then I can always, I can always get a custom one printed for myself, and then use there's various sites that do on-demand printing, so we can
Yeah,
do
like
that.
I use Blurb.
Blurb, I hadn't heard of Blurb.
They're an
Um,
Australian-based printing company.
There's Drive Through RPG does like on-demand printing and shipping. Amazon does it now too, actually.
Yeah, Amazon does it too. Yeah.
So I'll be looking into that.
No, they usually charge per multiples of pages.
Yes. So I'll have to see what it looks like and how much that would cut into stuff, and if I have to make the price higher and whatnot because of that. But if people want a printed copy, they'll be able to get it.
I know Blurb didn't actually because I just printed one copy. They charged me like $7.50. So because it's like a thing they do where if you mark the copy you want as proof of concept or test copy, they discount it by 13% because it's not going to be sold. But they also have a storefront as well for you to sell books, so you can set up a storefront and people can just on demand order it directly to their house, and you get the money.
That'll be starting next week. I'll be trying to get all the storefronts and all the different options and places you can grab it from set up, trying to make the most convenient options available for people, basically. And then it'll be advertising, and then we'll move on to the next project, which might be a small graphic novel test. We'll see.
Ooh. Could be
We'll
cool. Join campaign. Attempting to resolve missions.
I'll let you hop in. Oh, I put the Hamlet out there. That's not where we are. Oops.
Why is someone's not turned up? Nothing.
We're on Under the Ice, of course. Okay.
I'm assuming we're waiting for one more person.
Yeah, it's either who? I think is it Zahir and Carlo?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's two more people, but I'm assuming we're just gonna wait for one more person to show up.
Indeed. I said I'd wait till the 20-minute mark here. I'll get us started then. If Carlo's coming, then we're good to run.
Valeria's coming. Yeah. They're just up to something.
Hmm.
They're,
I have a feeling Saria's going to appear around 11, to be honest.
Might have just had the
My
times
assumption.
wrong. We'll see.
Who have we got?
right. In either case, if they join in, they can join in anytime. And I'll bring them in. But for those of you who are here,
Been overslept on my way in all caps.
Wait, who?
classic.
Oh, Bean.
Mhm,
Been,
mhm.
I messaged them being like, "Bridge, where are you?" Alright, sorry.
Classic. All good though. Who would like to give a recap of what happened last time?
Oh
Oh,
god.
I'll do it. No.
Oh yeah. All right.
No, 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 no,
I
no,
love the
no.
confidence.
Gecko, just read it from my recap in the thing. You get inspiration.
The only
I remember-
recap I can give is that Keanu's been really ill. That's about it.
It's fair enough. I mean, we met this guy, this funky looking fellow.
Quite true.
This
Quite
skeleton
true.
fellow.
What image am I clicking on, by the way? There's two images. There's the Hamlet and Under the Ice.
You
Sorry.
want Under the Ice.
Okay. Sorry. Do continue.
Ungrid you all. There we go. I can, of course, give it if no one would like. That's all right.
Right, it's not on today.
Last time we began with the soup. You all joined the tribe in the elder's home. It had been set up for everyone to sit down and pass around soup and eat and chat, and people were arguing and laughing and joking. You passed various different folks and had a couple of small conversations asking specifically about the lights. You found that people had seen them a few times, that they were out very often lately. And after dinner, you decided to go and check it out for yourselves. You saw the lights above Imakton, the ocean, and Ivik Ern, the jagged tusks. And you saw something else strange. A glowing light. The lights themselves seemed to form into a person and a dog. And the person chased the dog, and it seemed though they couldn't see you, they could hear you. They said something about needing to go see someone who was waiting for them, and ran all the way out into the snow, a fair ways, until they reached a small icy pool, where they collapsed and disappeared. You came to see what it was that was here, and you found a very shallow cave, perhaps a polar bear's temporary den, and a skeleton frozen under the ice. And then a pale light appeared, forming into the likeness of a person with a metal blade and strange armor. They looked unlike anyone here. They demanded you leave immediately, and you all were highly suspicious, confused, and also a little off-put. You didn't leave, and they said then you must die. Shadowy wolves formed. They had been stalking around the edges for a little bit, and a short battle ensued where you all were victorious, though not without being quite hurt. Some of you. Some healing was done, and you're mostly all right now. I did, of course, miss that Kai joined the party.
I am so
Yeah.
sorry.
No worries, welcome in. And now most of you are in and around the skeleton. You've been chipping it out and melting the ice and whatnot. Keanu, as I described to you before, you're running in from the north here.
Catching up with the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Sprinting.
The skeleton's almost free at this point. Starts to pull himself up. Says, "Just a bit further. I gotta get a little bit further on my legs, and I might be able to just pull free."
And that's everyone.
Welcome.
I don't want to talk about it.
It's all
Wakey.
It's all good.
EP.
So now I was watching the League of Legends thing.
Okay, that's even worse.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Hop in when you can here. I'll pass you the Under the Ice map.
Yeah, it's loading up right now. Like, putting me into the campaign.
And for you. Hey, just you with the sword. He looks to Connie, who's been dutifully chipping him out of the ice. You, thanks. And to you too, and all of you, yeah. Well, a little bit more is chipped away, and he'll pull himself up. Get out of the little hole that you've all made where he was. Dusts himself off. He's got stiff robes on and a metal chain around his neck. It has the remnants of a beard, but his entire body is purely skeletal. 2 little floating red orbs where his eyes would be. Come out north and spend who knows how long under the ice. So, I'm Kaldaskar. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too. I am Arkin.
Arkin. That's a good name.
I appreciate it.
Nah, just keep having a good name. That's all you need to do. You don't need to appreciate it. I mean, some disconnect. Clearly.
Arkin just blinks.
Ah. So, guess first thing I need to do is figure out how long I've been in here.
Joe, if you're speaking, we can't quite hear you, by the way.
Me?
Oh,
No.
okay.
Oh, there you are.
It was just me. I thought you were, like, speaking quarter quietly.
I think your mic picked something up.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm also just crazy. It's okay.
No. There was a very faint bit there.
Yeah,
Don't
I was
worry.
hearing it too.
Don't
That's
worry.
fine. I'm gonna check what it is.
That should be fine. It was quite faint.
Okay.
Maybe the stream in the background running or something.
Oh, that might be it.
Oh, I have the wrong setup.
No.
What was this fella's name again? I forgot already.
It was a rather long name, but he said Kaldaskar.
Kaldaskar.
Calviscar or Calbiscar?
Kaldaskar.
We call him Callie.
Biscar.
You feel
God,
free to
please
ask him.
don't.
Okay, how about Cal?
Feel free to ask.
Carl.
Skull.
You told him it. You didn't even ask him.
No, I am not in a position to go like, hey, can we call you a stupid name? That does
So,
not feel like a Connie thing.
Hey, it's like, you might as well just call him Jeff.
I
like,
can.
So, is Ilian still around trying to lead that group down south?
What?
Who?
Ah, shit, I've been in there a while,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how long's a while, but
huh? Ilian.
yeah.
Wallen. No bells ringing.
Nope.
No.
Do they have last names? Do you know?
Not that I knew. No.
Okay.
When you last saw them, was there snow?
Yeah, there was snow.
Can I do a history
Maybe not
check,
this
maybe?
much snow. Yeah, you can make me a history check if you want, Arkham.
Yay.
You vaguely recognize the name Ilian. You're not sure where, but you're sure you heard it in the village once.
Can I do a check?
If you'd like, yeah, sure.
Sweet. Just because I know my history's hella high. Hold on.
Looking for a
Skills.
20 today.
That's religion. This is history. Yeet. Ah, never mind.
Similarly, it sounds familiar to you as well, Zarir, but you're not sure where from.
Okay.
The name's familiar, so it might not be
How good, it hasn't been
hundreds
like
of generations.
300 years or something. Ooh,
The story is still around. Maybe. At least the name is.
okay. That's something.
Aliens specifically, I think I've heard of.
Good. All right. I was never brought into the village. They thought I was gonna freak everyone out.
I do think you'll still freak everyone out.
Oh man. All right.
But if the rest of my... We'll stop for a minute, just look, and she'll go, if the rest of my friends believe that we should bring you, then we will.
Ah, it's all right. We can do what I was doing back then. And one of you can pretend to be, getting messages from the ancestors or something.
Oh, great. That's
No.
me.
I'd rather just bring you in.
If I...
Hey?
Zarir is now just, like, looking at the ground, just like, if I do that, Akena's gonna think I'm crazy, and she doesn't need to think I'm crazy at her age.
He used to do that for you.
It was Ilian who did it for me.
Oh.
He found some kind of temple down south, and he said there was this great paradise he had to go find. Found me up north here. I've been... Damn, Avernus probably thinks I'm dead, huh?
What did he look like?
Oh,
Like any one of us?
Yeah, a little bit like you. Maybe a little bit shorter. He had... his hair was like this kind of whitish hue, too.
When was the last attempt to go to paradise?
Would have been about 20 years ago.
Okay.
Wasn't that like my parents?
Yep.
Were the last ones? Okay. Is the skeleton now fully out of the ice?
Yeah, he's standing next to the hole in the ice.
Oh, I can't see the map. That's why I was asking.
No worries, there's no big indicator.
Oh, okay.
I'll draw a little indicator. There you go. Look at that.
Ugh. Yaris is gonna yawn and stretch and be like, I want to go to bed now.
Can you send?
Yeah.
Can you send the map? Like
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Feel free to come running in, by the way, Keanu.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run in from somewhere. Don't know. Yeah, like like the if you ever watch Quality of a Chance and Meatballs, just the police officer from that. That's how I run in.
Zavira will turn around for a second, a stretch, and then see you and go, "Oh my gosh!"
Sorry, I startled you.
She is now standing with her hands on her knees and just like contemplating everything.
Kai licks your face.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Don't do that again.
Thank you. It was 3 weeks of hell, but there was definitely something in that soup. Made me feel a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
That's what good soup does.
Good soup.
Good soup.
Good
Oh.
soup.
Did the whale blankets help?
Oh, most definitely.
Ah,
Okay,
that's good.
one of us should definitely carry him. I don't want him just walking amok and scaring the entire village.
Well,
Oh,
it's late. We can probably sneak him into one of the igloos.
oh, that's a good idea.
Okay, how much noise does he make when he walks? He's bone. How much noise
It's
does
very.
he make?
It seems he's very light. Not much noise,
Okay.
but there's this definite very light scraping on the ice, anyways.
It's snow. We'll be fine in noise, mostly.
Okay, but if he starts
So
making too much
crunches.
noise, or if people are looking, and then she'll look at Yaris and go, just pick him up and sprint.
Okay, that's plan B.
That's plan B. Just pick him up and run.
All right. Shoot, I gotta get out of here, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, the polar bear won't be back before we leave. You know, what, let's just leave for now. Not risk that.
Hmm. Well, you know, I could get home pretty easy now. It's just, man, if all those people are long gone now, I'm. Yeah. Guess I could just go myself. You're all still here. I guess you're fine.
It's up to you, my friend. You can come with or do your own thing.
Well, tell you what, I'll come with you tonight. I feel kind of bad that I let all those people just go do their thing, kind of broke my promise. Then I'll probably get going.
Mhm.
Should that be an eventful night?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get back.
Make our way back to.
So,
Damn. What did you do yourself?
you can make your way back to the hamlet.
The Hamlet.
Coming back in towards the entryway. Seems like most people have packed in for the night. Can't see anyone else standing around in the darkness.
Yaris is mega EP and heads to.
Sierra's just want
He's
to
so me.
You're so me coded.
I too am EP.
Find your way back. You can head into the igloo Yaris keeps bringing you into.
It's just his igloo at this point, I think.
Mm-hmm. And your skeletal friend just kind of sits down near the fire. If you need to sleep, you can sleep. I'll be around all night, in the morning, whatever you need.
Mm-hmm. Yaris thinks to himself, being like, hopefully doesn't scare the crap out of him in the middle of the night.
Zarira will kind of like ask him, she doesn't want to be too direct with it, but she definitely wants to ask. Was your friend accompanied by anyone?
Yeah, I mean, there was a bunch of other people who would meet with them. They were planning some way to get out of this place. Too cold, they said. And I said, well, I'd know if we go down south past the mountains, there's a forest.
There's a
forest.
forest?
Yeah. Call it the Sirwood.
Is it a safe forest?
I mean, safe is a relative term.
Nowhere is safe. Not even here is safe.
But like,
A little bit
Is
warmer,
that-
that's for sure.
true.
We'd be dealing with a different type of creature, not wolves and polar bears, but other animals and other predators that we're not familiar with. The only reason why we're safe here is we're familiar.
I mean, yeah, sure. And listen, I'm not making the argument for you all. That was what they were telling to me.
Hmm.
I was supposed to map the area, so they said they'd help me with that if I helped them get south. Guess that never happened. Huh. Got mauled, probably. There was that big flash of light. I wonder what happened when you guys were there.
Mall.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a bear cave, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's depressing.
Oh yeah. Did you know the guy with metal that's guarding you?
I don't know him, no. Don't know him.
Okay.
Never really saw him, just saw that flash of light.
Interesting.
How dark is it outside? I know it doesn't matter, but because my character can see. But
Quite
like,
dark.
how dark? Quite dark. Okay. Can Zavir slip away and go to the graves real quick? She wants to try to
Oh.
find this person's name. See
mean-
if they're one of like the people in the graves that she can like see.
Yeah.
Maybe remember about them because she cannot remember this name for the life of her.
Yeah, I mean, the slipping away part might be a little difficult, but you can certainly leave.
She'll go. I'll be right back.
Event is scribbling on his notepad.
Hey, what you writing?
A poem.
Oh. I love poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Here. Yeah, let me think a moment. I'll come up with one for you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Connie just sort of
side chat.
breathes in and then breathes out. Not a
Good.
sigh, but
Like a deep breath.
yeah, just sort of kind of like the most gentle thing that isn't a sigh.
Here you go. I came up with this one just now. In ink's embrace, my thoughts take flight. Words dance on pages, igniting the night. Doesn't quite make sense, but I like it.
That's better than mine.
Now, you say yours?
Yar silently disagrees, but yes.
I'm not done yet.
Oh.
Yeah, fair enough. So, I guess what's the deal now? Are you all staying here? Like, what's going on around here now?
It's a good question. Though I think we need to rest up and then decide where to go next.
Oh. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but yeah, I can let you get to sleep. I'll shut up for a bit.
Do you sleep? Or
Nah, can't sleep at all. Not even if I try.
Oh my.
Is he
But
also
that would be
sparkling in the
convenient
sun?
or torturous?
Sorry. Sorry.
Anyone who wants can head to bed. Anyone who wants to stay up can stay up.
Mm.
I will be staying awake for the meantime.
Certainly. If you want to chat with him a little bit, you can.
Hmm.
Or with each other, for that matter.
Connie conks it and passes out.
One more down.
We are dropping like flies.
Phrasing it like that. I think Keanu's just kind of like processing like what he's been through recently. And the fact that he's gotten better and encountered a skeleton basically. Wants to kind of ask questions but isn't sure how to approach him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
And I think we'll hop out to the graves for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, brave woman.
You head out to the little standing stones, these little piles. They're just tiny little rocks, right? Piled up in sets of 4 with 3 at the base and then a little bit higher sometimes.
She'll like stand in the middle of them all and she's gonna like look up at the ancestors and go, this guy's a sign. I don't know why, but he's like here for a reason. And now he's here for a reason. And she's just very confused. She's like, what is his deal? Like, what is going on? And then she'll start like looking at each grave to see if she can try to jog her memory of who this guy is.
And it won't take you that long to find one. And it's not one that you're terribly familiar with, but it is near your parents' graves. You see
Is it the one
Ilian with the rest of them that are quite closely related to you.
Is it one Akina would know? Would I know?
Thinking about that, yeah, definitely. In fact, you're pretty sure every time you guys come here, she always personally takes that one. Gives it
Tifa
off
looks at
right
the grave and goes, oh goodness. I guess I gotta talk to Akina in the morning. Okay. Before leaving, she'll like pay respects to everyone. Always leaving her parents for last, paying a little bit more attention and like a little bit more time there. Placing her hand on both of the stones and then getting up and then going back. She'll just walk in. She's not being stealthily at all. She already said, I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you guys can stop me if you want, but you're not going to, and I know you're not, so I'm just gonna come in. I'm just gonna go.
You like sleep here, like.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey.
Oi.
She will like quietly say, because she's probably can see that some people are asleep. She'll say, I'm going to speak to Akina in the morning about your friend. She's saying this to the skeleton.
Sure. Name sounds familiar.
I believe she'll have plenty of information on what happened to him and who he is.
Sure, yeah.
Perhaps I should talk to Abel then. More information, the better.
Zarura will like nod and say, yeah, you're more than welcome to. I mean, if you can get any information that I don't know, I'll get information that you don't know. We'll share it.
More the better.
You guys want me to hide in here until nightfall again tomorrow?
Would you be up for it?
Yeah, I'll be bored, but I can do it.
I have a really bad idea out of character. Okay. Would you? I mean, you can still hear without the rest of your body, correct?
Yeah.
I think I know where you're going for this.
The little
Well, would you?
orbs bob around in their eye sockets.
Oh, I just thought of that. And she'll go. Well, say no, but what if you would like to learn about your friend straight from McKenna without speaking to her? She's like being very direct of like not speaking. Like you will be silent.
Okay, Shit, we're gonna do this again. You know, he said the same thing, right?
He did.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Put me in the bag. I get it.
Well, not right now. She's asleep.
Yeah. Tomorrow. It can
Yeah,
just be
tomorrow.
my skull. It's fine.
I had the same idea. Just so you know.
I love that for us.
But you gotta bring me back. My body doesn't do too well without my head.
I'm sure it doesn't, yeah.
Zero will go, I'm not planning on keeping you in
Yeah,
my
thanks.
bag.
Alright. Now get some sleep. You all look exhausted. Except you.
Yippee.
I'm far from tired at this point.
Zero's gonna go to the bag that not the bed, oh Jesus. I'm thinking of a bag! She's gonna go to the bed that she normally sleeps in, lay stiff as a board, and just close her eyes, and now she's asleep.
Stiff as a board, girl.
Listen,
Arkin
she
shall
seems weird.
actually just pass out in front of the fire. Very safe.
It's warm, at the least. If you're staying up, Keanu, you'll notice that skeleton man, midway through the night, kind of looks around a bit, seems to think everyone's out, and gets up, heads over to Arkin, and carefully puts puts a little bit more blanket between him and the fire.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
That is very sweet.
I wanna
Oh
keep
my
him.
goodness. Can we keep him?
Have you seen
Old
this to
Blorbo
your silent
skeleton.
friend?
Want to collect
I'm just gonna kind of
Calvus
like I'm just gonna kind of like look over and just like do it like, oh, that's a very cute, like, smile.
I feel like we're all getting dogs as well, though. We're gonna have so many different like things we're just tagging.
I'm
along.
not getting a dog.
No.
Kiana's just
Good.
gonna have a
You
pet
have, you
skeleton.
literally have Yaris and Yaris' dog.
And he'll look,
That's why Zarir is not getting a dog.
he'll look
I want a hunting dog
to-
because I'm definitely
mean-
not a paladin. I'm a different ranger. Damn it.
I mean, it's just useful, right? It's also
Yeah.
nice. I'll look to you, Keanu, and just say, hey, no, not nice. I'm evil. Remember that. Evil.
If evil is another word for nice, I will trust you on that one.
He just
Evil.
mutters to
Nice.
himself. Sits down. And I'll get you all a long rest.
Yeah!
Yeah, long rest.
I got
Yay,
my
more
spell slots
sleep for
back.
me! Even though I didn't do anything. More sleep for me. Yippee.
I get all my spell slots back. I'm so excited.
I can't wait to use them all in one fight.
True.
I get my channel divinity back. I'm the happiest little camper right now.
It's fun to go to. And you'll all awaken when you wish, as you wish.
Zarir's awake. She's just not moving. She's just thinking.
Mood.
She's just looking at the ceiling, just looking around, and she's just like thinking.
Literally rotting.
My gosh, Sarah, stop bed rotting.
Do you say that in character?
Do it.
No.
Okay.
Do it.
She's about to turn around and look at you. About to be the scariest day experience of your life.
Snaps in your direction.
She picks you up next.
Yours is like literally still asleep in a bowl.
Mm. Kai's next to you.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
alright. Zuri will sit up. Look
Oh.
around, see if anyone else is awake.
One of them's
Not
awake, finally.
Hello.
Hey,
How was your night?
boring.
Hmm.
I tried to make shapes in the fire.
Hmm. Did you succeed?
Yeah, but it's all in my imagination, you know.
Oh, I get that. I did that too when I was young.
So what's the plan? Should I, like, start knocking heads together?
Mm-mm. No, I'll give them a few more minutes and then I'll start picking them up.
Alright.
She's counting in her head.
Yars,
One
Oh,
misses.
I could do something really funny, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hit me with it. What would you do?
Okay, I can shoot sparks out that'll dance across the ceiling in crazy colors.
Mm-hmm. And that's supposed to wake them up how?
Oh, they're pretty loud.
Oh, no. I don't need people thinking what the fuck is going on in here.
Alright.
I appreciate it, though. Appreciate the sentiment. But for now, no. Sorry, I'm eating Chipotle.
Enjoy.
Okay.
Do you see that in character?
No! You're the first one I'm going to!
Man.
Objectively hilarious.
Is the dog up? Is the dog awake?
Yeah, Kai's awake, just laying there still.
She'll sit on the ground and she'll go, Kai.
And Kai will look to you, still curled up. They look to you.
She's putting her arms out and like doing grubby hands, like, come here.
Kai thinks about it for a moment. And then gets up and comes over.
Okay. She's... and then she's like petting Kai and she goes, they can sleep a little bit longer now.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside at this rate.
Ah! Okay. No, don't do that. Like pat Kai and then stand up. And she's gonna go over to each one of you and go, wake up. But she's like maybe like a foot away from your face.
Keanu's just like out cold, like drool going down his chin.
Okay.
He does not hear you.
We're gonna
Does
have
anyone
to
respond to Zarir doing that? Just wake up.
Arkan gets up slowly, but does not say a word. He just sits there.
I feel like Yvonne and Arkan are the two light sleepers.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Yvain, like, sits up, stares at, Zorair,
Do you want me to
really
pick you up again?
disgruntled, then, like, puts his, like, little wings in front of his eyes, and turns around and lays back down.
We
You
got
have-
some heavy
Hilarious.
sleepers.
You have 2 minutes
Hilarious.
before I pick you up. She's going to walk
Aw.
over to Yaris last, stand there and look at him. She's then going to look at the dog and go, I'm sorry. And then she's going to put her hands on his like one on his upper body and the other on his legs and shake him. Because she knows he's a heavy sleeper. And she's gonna go, wake up! Maybe it'll feel like an earthquake in his dream, and then he'll just fucking wake up.
Yar's like springs awake, pinning them to the floor before realizing who it is and go, "Oh, hey."
Get off me. She's going
Kinda
back to
deserve
you,
that.
Vane. Are you up? She's like looking down at Yvain.
I'm just gonna let them roleplay. If they're having
Arkin
fun with it, that's
shall get
fine.
up, grab his bow, walk over to the vein, and start poking him.
Means we might
with
have
the end of the
a
bow.
slow session today. We might not quite
Because
get
why not?
to another plot point, but that's okay.
Hmm?
Are
What?
you up?
Yeah.
Okay.
It worked.
And then she'll walk up to Keanu and like lightly tap them and say, "Hey, it's time to wake up." She knows that they've been sick, so she's a little nicer.
Keanu's a very heavy sleeper, so it's just like.
Son of a bitch! Got this one too. Okay.
He's like drooling and everything and snoring.
She'll like shake him lightly, and is just ever so slightly getting a little more like shakier. Like, wake up.
I just shake him. I'm just gonna go, and then like turn over.
How
Wow,
tall is Keanu?
this is almost impressive.
He's 6'2".
6'2".
Zach, I hope
She's gonna.
Zach, I hope you know this isn't us not wanting to do the quest or something. It's just also extremely funny to see who's the last one to wake up.
I muted so you guys didn't hear it, but I said I'm just gonna let them roleplay. If they're having fun with it, they're having fun with it.
Severe cracks her neck, cracks her knuckles, grabs the back of Keanu's shirt and picks them up.
Damn.
Like as you pick. Wait, do you need to roll a thing for that?
No, no, you're asleep.
You're
Oh.
asleep,
No,
bro.
you're
You
Okay,
came back.
okay. I like
There is
as
no
you
skill
pick me up.
check.
You're picking me up. I'm just kind of like dangling there until like my brain realizes that I'm like basically floating, and I just do like the like shake myself awake. I'm like, I'm flying.
You're looking. When you open your eyes, I need you to know, Zarira is looking you dead in the eyes with the like weirdest smile. Like she's trying to be nice, but at the same time, like you should have been up. And she's like, "Good morning," and she'll drop you so you can like put your feet are now on the ground.
I go, come on, and then I drop to the floor and I bang like my head. I'm like, that was uncalled for. I had a really nice dream and you woke me up. I was mid-flight.
I put you into flight. It's okay. We can
Well,
do
I
it again
appreciate
later
It
if
does
you
that
take a
thing
nap.
when you're like half falling asleep and your body thinks you're falling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zarira will tell the rest of the party I plan on taking his head with me to talk to Akinna. I believe that Akinna knows about his friend, and I want to get more information on who this is.
Fair enough.
While I'm gone, she's gonna take the bone dice out of her pocket, like because it's near the bag, and she doesn't know who the fuck this skeleton is. She's gonna hand the dice to Yuris. Say, "Don't roll them. Please just hold on to them."
To who?
Yuris.
Yaris will put the bone dice in his little like satchel thing that he has.
You have acquired dice.
I have acquired dice.
2 times dice.
Acquire bone dice. Very scary, but yeah.
I shall go find the bell. Ask about Ilian. And then Arkin walks out. Still half asleep.
Yaris is gonna sit down and cook some food while others go and do things.
Zarira's gonna come over to. I forgot his name already. What's the skeleton's name?
Kaldaskar.
Kaldaskar. He's gonna go. Okay, Kaldaskar, you ready?
Yeah, and he lifts his hand to his chin and pulls his head off.
I don't like that. Okay.
And his mouth keeps moving as he talks. While it's disconnected, he says, "Alright, put me in the bag."
Is his body just limp on the floor?
No, it's still moving. Like, the hand is holding his
Oh.
head currently.
She's going to like take the head, and she's just like has this look on her face of like, why the fuck am I doing this?
You can imagine her holding it arms and going ill.
Well, Zavira's not typically like super nice, so she's like, why am I doing something nice? I don't.
The things we do for our friends, you know, taking my head off. Gotta learn about Ilian, though.
Okay.
He was a good guy.
She'll like put him carefully in the bag and go, do you need food or water? No, you're a skeleton. You're fine.
No, I don't need anything.
Okay, she's just gonna like fold the flap over. It's like a satchel that she's wearing. And she'll go to leave.
The headless body sits down, cross-legged, next to the fire. And it continues doing little things, like snapping its fingers here and there, or it'll reach out a little bit. A hand goes too near the fire and then pulls back.
Yoris just looks at the body like, oh, okay, it's stupid without the head.
It doesn't seem it can hear you.
Stupid without the head.
Yeah, I don't expect it to be completely honest.
Arkin and Zarir, you can head over to the Elder's home.
Before walking in, she will like look down to the bag and say like quietly so he could hear, please do not say a word.
You got it.
Thank you.
Perhaps we should just ask all the elders at once.
I don't know if Akana will give me information if everyone else is there. She'll tell me things in private.
Okay, so I speak to the rest of the elders. You speak to Akana.
That works. I like that
Yeah.
idea.
Okay.
Okay, so is everyone else slowly getting up now, or is everyone else already awake?
Everyone else was awake, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yaris is
Somewhat.
sitting by the
Connie-
fire, cooking food.
Connie probably got up alongside Keanu.
Somewhat.
Yours
Yeah.
is cooking.
Yaris is cooking food with the hope to bribe Yuane. Awake more.
You certainly can smell it.
Food motivated.
Smells of light bubbling fat and meat. Can even pull out some salt and whatnot.
Is this is this currently like in the place where we've all like woken up and stuff?
Indeed. I want to give you guys a minute or two to
Okay.
role play before I hop over to the Elder's home.
Keanu's just gonna kind of like smell the food and like look at it and go, great, meat again. I'm not meant to be eating this. And just kind of like put his head down.
Mm.
Yaris doesn't understand for non-meat eaters.
Yeah, there's a distinctive lack of vegetation around here.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Keanu just like forms a single tear. Yeah, I'm normally just used to eating leaves and berries, but this is just revolting. I've got to make do, I guess.
Mm-hmm. There's some here if you want it, but I won't make you eat any if you don't want it.
I appreciate it. Kind of like grabs it and like looks at it for a while in his hands. Just kind of contemplating, really.
And of course, if any of you at all want to pop up and do anything else, say so. But if not, then we'll hop over to the Elder's home, where Zarir and Arkin, you enter. And the Elders are still moving about. They're sharing out a bit of the leftover soup, it looks like. Belle looks up and kind of shakily stands up and starts to head over.
Arkin waves and also, like, trots over to Belle. Hello.
Good morning, little feather. Welcome into the home.
That's so cute.
Did you join for breakfast today?
That and a few questions, if that's okay.
Come sit down.
Mhm.
And she'll pull out a cushion for you and set it down so you can join
Thank
the
you.
Elders. Trox nods
Arkin.
and says, "Oh, if it's about the dogs, we'll be getting those to you eventually. We gotta decide if that's gonna be the most of the rest of them, so we have to decide if that's okay."
It was not about the dogs. It's a big responsibility looking after one.
It is,
I-
let alone
I've-
5.
I think I might pass on getting more for myself, for now at least.
He nods. And Akena looks to you in the back, Zarir. And back to you, Arkin, and says, "You're here to ask questions. Well, the Elders are here to answer your questions if we can."
Arkin looks at Zareta.
Thinking. Zura would like softly smile at Akena and go up to her, and like place standing next to her, and she'll place a hand on her shoulder and say, "Can I speak with you?"
Of course. You all know. If it's something you don't know, maybe I'll know. And Akena hobbles up with her staff and her cane, I should say, and she'll follow you out.
Okay.
And we will start with Akena, actually.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You just get a short distance outside. She pulls some of her wrappings over herself to cut the wind even further.
Mm-hmm. Akena, I have a question.
Out with it then, child. Best to know.
I figured it might be best to ask, away from everyone else. When we go to the graves together, whose grave do you sit at frequently? I'm not sure I know who they are.
Never had this conversation with you, have I?
No.
I'm
I just
really
figured-
old.
Mm-hmm.
Really old. I'm feeling it now. You? She'll kind of tap your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Helped you raise you and your parents. And your parents' parents. One of which was my son. And she taps the little grave there. His name was Alien. Good guy, full of life.
Mm-hmm.
Always out to help everyone around him. Put some good ideas into your parents. Only one bad thing about it all, really. Which is they were always full of hope. Always. And I can't say that's all a bad thing. You know. But it did mean even when the odds were against us, he would go for things. He would chase after ideas.
Mm-hmm.
It was him who decided we ought to be chasing after paradise.
And I guess when he led the group to look for paradise.
They said they'd come back for us. And we waited. I don't think they made it. That's why we have the graves.
Zarua will look behind her at the graves. She always thought that there were bodies under there. She did not think that they were empty graves. She thought they were like graves.
So we have a lot of them here, and there's older ones here too. But no, I know they failed. Some of the others didn't believe it. They thought maybe it was just one accident, but Alien, well, I found him out there. And she points out to the east here. They were going to be leaving shortly after, and they wouldn't believe me. They left even without him. Even though I said it was a clear sign. She kind of out in the direction where you had followed the lights the other day.
Oh. Okay.
I found him out there, and well, it's all just a matter of fact now. I just have to stop that kind of thing from happening again. The gods don't want us to find paradise. We have to make best with what we have.
Did he have like a companion with him? Like a dog?
No. I did. My dog's long died. I told you I'm very old. Old Kita was.
Everything just clicked in my head. Okay.
Old Kita was a very good companion. Another matter of fact, when you get as old as I am, you get used to everyone dying around you. Which I know sounds horrible, dear, but it's not. They're up there in the sky now.
Did you go to see the lights yesterday?
Yesterday? No, I haven't chased the lights out of the village in years.
All right. I didn't know if you noticed anything, is all.
I did. Did you?
Fuck. Oh, I'm thinking, sorry. I don't know if I want to tell her.
I imagine Zarira would be much the same. How about this? I'll give you a moment to think and we'll come back to it.
I appreciate you.
We'll hop inside the Elder's home to Arkin, with the other elders sitting, slurping up soup.
Arkin puts his spoon down for a moment and is kind of puts his hands together. So I wanted to ask you about what's the name? Like slipping my mind. Fudge already. Ill.
Ilian.
Ilian. I wanted to ask you some stuff about Ilian.
And it'll be Chuck who looks over to you, his little coat clanking a little bit with the sudden movement. Ilian, where'd you hear that?
Arkin thinks for a moment. We heard it from someone just passed around generally.
Well, I guess it's good that people are paying homage. That man had a hope I wish some more people held these days. And Bell frowns a little bit and says, well, he held a hope, but he was a little bit stupid.
Stupid how?
They would always just charge out into things head first. Be a little careful with that name. It probably won't bother her these days. But that is Ekenna's son. He died shortly before everyone went to seek out paradise.
Okay then.
It's all really his idea.
I believe that's what Zaria is asking Ika about right now, actually. She had noticed Ekenna visiting their grave, and since the name had come up, Zaria believed that speaking to Ekenna privately would be a good idea.
Ekenna tends to put on a bit of a face in front of everyone. That makes sense. Yeah. Take some of this back to your people.
Oh, one last question actually, quickly.
Uh-huh.
Did he ever speak about, like, messages from the ancestors?
Very often. Very often.
What kind of things were they?
Urja and that Aishta had come in a strange form to speak to him. It was all after his trip out to the ocean.
What did the strange form say?
Oh, it's been a very long time. I think it was something like... Now is the time to seek it. Before a Gok grows bored of peace. Something like that. There was much more. Sorry, it's been a very long time.
Okay. Yeah. I'll think about it a bit. And possibly I'll bring the soup back to my friends before it gets cold. Thank you. And to you. And Arkin drops out.
Arkin, as you're returning, I'm going to hop back to Ekenna briefly, and then we'll jump back to the igloo. So, Zarir, Ekenna just asked, have you seen them?
I mean, I went to see the lights with, my friends. They were very interested in it. They seemed a lot closer than they were yesterday. They seemed a lot closer yesterday than typically they would be.
Spending some time together in dangerous, risky situations. It's good to know you can trust each other.
But no. I mean, other than they were close and, lights do mysterious things and odd things.
It's the ancestors showing us something, usually.
Yeah.
all I'd ever seen every time I'd go out, when I was told when I would wait for the weeks sometimes for them to appear. It's the lights above Ivy-Garen. And we know what it means. We know what it means at this point. Agak is displeased.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't want to keep you from your breakfast anymore. I'll help you back inside.
Thank you, Saru.
Of course.
You can help McKenna back. Little
She'll
nods
smile
from the
and
others.
say hello to everyone else, like good morning, good morning. She'll make sure Akena is sat and is good. And then she'll say, I hope you all have a good morning. And then she's leaving.
Absolutely. And you'll get back just shortly after Arkan.
You return.
You returned. You were here
I have
before me.
soup.
Oh,
Mine
that
was-
such a smart idea to get soup. It's fine, I have a head. She'll reach into the bag and she's gonna pull him out. Holding him
Oh.
Shakespeare style.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, all right. Man. Yeah, just... And the body will start hobbling towards you.
I don't like it. She's putting her arm out as far as she can to stop it.
And
Like,
its hands will rest on top of its head and clunk back together. Oh, that's better. There we go.
I've ended up with.
So you guys aren't seeking paradise anymore? I thought that was the whole point.
Roll credit, sorry.
Oh, great fun time. I'll see you guys later.
We gotta do something.
Connie finally starts talking again after God knows how long. We could go to the kennel.
the kennel?
Yeah, I guess
Ah.
This is when all of you realize that she has been like.
She
so
really
thinking
wants a
about-
dog.
She really wants a dog.
You
This is
have
what- 'cause, like,
You
you have to
haven't-
understand the whole thing is like she's totally not a ranger, you guys, and she was now offered the option of having a dog.
Okay.
Well, Zarur's gonna look at you and just go, you haven't been approved for a dog.
Go talk to the elders. They literally asked me as I entered.
She pauses. She looks at the others.
Unfortunately, it's
I
not
can
just
do
like a...
that.
Yeah,
And she-
unfortunately, it's not like a, you go in, you grab dog yours now. You have to be approved by the elders.
No, I understand. Suddenly she seems like the way she's reacting, like she suddenly just sort of hands sort of almost straight at her sides. Like she's just created a
Aw.
massive faux pas. And then she just sort of sheepishly leaves the room.
Oh, come back.
And at this point, I imagine that she would now need to go to the Elder's room. Well, the Elder's not the Elder's room, it's not a room. Elder's home.
The elders.
I guess
I
it's
mean, maybe it is.
I guess it's just technically
It's
a large
technically
room,
one
isn't it?
room, you know?
Yeah.
It's like the room in my old flat. Anyway, how do I? There we go.
Circular. There you go, I've plopped you down on the map, just so we know. We'll hop over there in just a moment.
That's fine. Yeah, give it time.
So, damn, he must have died like... He must have died like at the same time as I was stuck in there.
I
Way before us.
You said there was some guy there?
Mm-hmm. She's
Some guy
gonna-
of metal.
Yeah. So he's gonna walk over to her bed and she's just like sitting on the edge of it, just thinking about the figure that they saw yesterday.
Well, here's some advice
Oh,
from
yeah.
me. Thinking out loud helps.
It's true.
Can I quickly ask,
Mm-hmm.
what did you mean when you told them that a Gark will get bored of peace?
Ah,
Or was that you?
no, that wasn't me. That was him. He came up with that.
Oh,
He was a kind of
see.
crazy guy. He said he'd been out at the ocean and he talked to Aishta and he didn't know what the lights were, but he didn't want to meet a Gok. So I said, hey, why would you just lie? Seemed like a revolutionary concept to the guy. It was kind of funny.
I see.
Hmm. I mean, this time we have actual signs, so still not sure where they're pointing us to. Hmm.
I guess that's up to you all.
I'm guessing you got that they were McKenna's son from McKenna.
Yeah, makes sense why it was familiar.
They're just nods.
Feels bad, but I'm kind of an outsider. You know, in fact, maybe I shouldn't stay too long. She might. Technically, I encouraged him. That kid would have gone anyways. With or without me. Little look of determination in his eyes. Don't quite see it in any of you. It's something similar. Don't quite see it though.
We can't
Fine
just
line
like
between bravery and foolishness.
I guess so.
you can't just like walk out like you are.
No, and I don't plan on walking out. Yeah, I can get out from in here if need be. Yeah. He rolls his shoulders. Kind of sets his arms outwards. You got any last questions for me before I get out of here?
Like,
Is there any place interesting you think we should go? Trying to think of where to go next ourselves.
Anywhere interesting. This place is a wasteland. There's those weird pointy things. There's the mountains down south. Some kind of temple he found. Oh, he also, again, he talked about going to the islands and meeting Aishta. Whoever that is. Seemed important to him. Apparently a Gok
That's the
lives in the
islands,
pointy
then.
things.
Perhaps the islands where we still have time.
Alright. Well, been a pleasure. Nice to learn that my friend is dead.
sorry about that.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. But hey, you know what sucks significantly less? That I'm not trapped in the ice anymore. So thanks, actually.
Well, hope here's to you making new friends.
Yeah, gotta go check on my master first here, one moment. And he mutters a few words that as they meet your ears, you hear them, and then maybe a split second later you realize you don't know what they were. Like you can't even, like you couldn't even form the words yourself if you tried now. You've already forgotten them. They're slippery.
That's wild.
That I don't.
I don't like that.
Okay.
And his form twists like you're twisting a napkin and disappears.
I didn't like that.
Arcan waves.
Grilling food stops. Yaris looks.
I didn't like that at all.
What was that?
What the fuck?
That was disgusting. Like, Evane just literally, like, goes, like, it says that, then, like, pulls out his sketchbook and tries to, like, sketch that.
Son of a...
Absolutely.
He's gonna smuggle it into Sirius.
You don't have to draw that,
Oh.
right? Like,
You're not gonna be able to stop them.
Evane just, like, looks at him and is like, are you kidding me?
I love
I
the
like-
idea that... I love the idea that Yvain doesn't even register that response. Like, already, like, head in, trying to like, draw it, like, no balls.
Yeah. No, he's gonna smuggle that into Sirius' pocket at some point.
How about this? Make me a sleight of hand check and we'll hold on to it for when we come back.
Oh my god.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Because we're gonna hop over to the Elder's home.
Damn.
You know, that's pretty good.
What are you smuggling into my pocket?
A sketch of the guy's
worry.
twisting
the
form
fuck?
and the teleportation.
It's a surprise tool for later.
Shut the fuck up.
Yars learns of Yvain's idea and actually goes, actually continue go drawing that. That's really funny.
She's not paying attention. Her head is just down. She's thinking.
Alright.
At the Elder's
like school
home.
children.
So, Connie comes in, and almost the moment she steps sort of in, she straightens her back to almost like a sort of military posture. Like, and she's sort of keeping like head up, sort of, and she's like very formal, very serious looking, and almost aggressively respectful.
Mm.
And she sort of stands and waits for them to finish, presumably till they address her, right?
Indeed.
And then-
You can see the 4 different elders sitting down here. Abel is quietly writing something on some hide. And Chuck looks at you and gives you a little smile. Akenna notices your posture and she'll stand up.
This is something that, like, anytime the elders have had to deal with Connie since she became an adult, this is probably something they would have seen her doing anytime they would have seen her, like, if she's been in the presence of the elders. It's kind of a
Connie.
quirk.
We're getting a rather lot of visitors today. Come, join us, Connie.
Yes, I'm sorry for that.
No, you're welcome. You're always welcome, all of you. What are the elders here for if not to entertain and teach?
She gives a gentle smile, but sort of, even if so, she suggested for them to sit, right? Just cloud characters.
Hmm.
She has to sit. Even then, cross-legged, hands sort of placed down, back still very straight, head straight up.
Whoops.
Oh,
Certainly.
and so, she's a little bit nervous, and she speaks, and she goes, "I've been thinking about us and this journey we've been going on, and I feel that it may be useful." And as she's speaking, even she's sort of stumbling through her words, you can tell the sort of nervousness is sort of accelerating as it goes, and then she stumbles. You see, it's also been something I have wanted for a long time. And then she stumbles again, moves on to a second topic, and with there already having been another one within the group, and then
real.
Mm,
and at this point she's like, I don't necessarily think beads of sweat, but she's definitely like she's kind of tapping, like her hand is tapping against her other hand very slightly, and it's probably somewhat obvious what she's asking for at this point.
Abel looks at you and tilts her head a bit. Chuck tries to give you an encouraging smile. He tries to, like, go on. And Ikenna, who seemed very approving at first, like she sat down and she gave you a nod, is now bobbing her head side to side. She looks a little bit less impressed now. But
And
Chalks seems to know what you're going to ask, and he leans forwards.
And so she finally breathes out. I wish to take another dog from the kennel to participate on the journeys we've been going on. I believe it would help.
And Chalks looks left and right. Abel speaks first and says, "Any help for the Chosen of Rika would be a good thing, yes?" Chuck says, "I don't know if they need another dog, though. We have a lot of people in the village who want one."
Conifer swallows.
And then it's Ikenna who speaks and says, "But if anyone is going to get one, it should be Connie. Look at them. They always treat us with utmost respect, and they always know how best to follow the will of Urja." Chalk says, "And I always want to give one out. I'll talk with Childebear, and we'll pick one out for you, all right? Or a couple from among the older ones."
She takes a moment. You could sort of see a million expressions go through her face. And then she finally gives almost jumps over and gives him a massive hug. You can see sort of tears starting to come down the side of it, like the side of her face, or at least beating up in her eyes.
Chalks pats your back. All right. Yeah, I guess it really should be you who gets one, huh? Well, give it a couple days, 1 or 2, then we'll pick out a few for you, and then from among them you can choose one. All right?
Thank you.
Now
Thank
go
you.
rest and don't let your tears, freeze. It's bad for your eyes.
She sort of stands straight again, and sort of wipes her face, and she's like, "Right, yes, thank you," and then leaves, and then leaves, and then goes to rejoin the rest of the. I imagine, because that's kind of what was implied, right? Go and join the party. We'll sort it out.
Indeed, another day or 2, and they'll sort it out for you.
Perfect.
Permission for a dog unlocked.
Permission granted.
Also-
I'm actually sweating.
Also,
Aw.
I just want to say, take an inspiration. The way you roleplayed that was very good. I was very pleased with how you focused on what your character was doing rather than just what they were thinking.
Moment, and take off my hoodie.
Take an inspiration. You've earned it.
Yeah. Yay.
As for the rest of you, the skeleton's gone, and maybe a minute later Connie will return. But you've got time to chat, and you kind of need to figure out what you want to do next. You're on a time limit.
Because we only have 5 days, right?
Yes. You have 5 days, and then you'll need to take Arkan to Ivik Arena. Or figure something else out.
Z-
Uh,
Go ahead.
well, okay.
Mhm.
Yars kind of like stands up. He's very tall. So, and goes, I think we should go towards the water and start there.
We go to the island. We have several things pointing to Urshta. So perhaps heading over.
Zahir would like look up, just look at all of you, and go, I'm going to be honest. I agree with Akenna in the fact that we should stop looking for paradise. But after learning that the graves, most of them, are empty because they never came back after looking for paradise, I don't know if they're actually dead or not.
What if they found it?
That's the thing. I just don't... I don't know if it's safe or not to go searching for something we don't know even exists.
So we find more evidence. Or we try to.
She'll nod.
It'll be needed anyway. If we can convince you, perhaps we can convince everyone else.
She'll
Of
nod,
course.
like, very much agreeing that, like... Because she thinks in the way that the elders do. So she's like, yeah.
Though I'm not sure about paradise yet myself. I'm motivated by obvious reasons.
The lights last night. That figure we were following. I don't know how or why. I believe it was Akenna.
Ding, 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 ding. Correct.
I first thought it was, you
Also,
know,
welcome by Dust.
her
folks.
son.
Apologies.
I don't remember his
missed
name.
you coming in. How are you all?
I first thought it was his son. Her son. But he didn't have a dog. She did. And she had a dog when she was younger. Before she got older. And the dog has then passed. Like, he's gone.
That spectral dog we keep seeing is a key.
What if it's her dog and her son? I don't know.
Well, no. Because the spirit said I have to go find my son. He's out there. It was definitely a mother. Which brings me to believe that the spirits were guiding us there for a reason. And that the ancestors were showing us a depiction of Akenna.
Maybe it's that we need to follow.
We already did. We followed it yesterday.
Maybe it will take us somewhere else this time.
Zach, how many days between, days in between do we see the Northern Lights?
Normally, they show up fairly rarely, but as of late, this was part of the conversations you had overheard at dinner the other day. They've shown up almost every night.
Okay. If we want to try to follow them again to see if it takes us somewhere, I don't mind going towards the ocean. Seeing what we can see out there, going wherever you all think is best. But I'd like to maybe see if the lights take us somewhere as well. I have full faith in our in the ancestors that we have. Not only the ancestors here in the village, but the ancestors I don't know through your ancestral lines. She's like saying, looking at everyone.
I'm just gonna like reply back, being like, well, I'm happy going where everyone else is happy to go. As long as everyone else is happy and comfortable, that's all that matters to me. And that we get what we need done.
So we will briefly look at your dice and go, do you want to keep the dice or do you want me to take them back?
I'm happy to hold on to them for now.
Okay.
Up to you, but
I don't care. As long as you don't throw them out all willy-nilly.
I would hate to see what happens if that happens.
Mm-hmm.
They feel strange.
Yeah. Which is even weirder when you're reaching into your pocket to find something and then you feel dice and you're like, hey.
Well, they're in a little pouch, yeah. So there'll be no reaching for them. We should probably head off if we're going to go somewhere soon.
Mm-hmm. Where do we want to go? Because it's morning. We can go somewhere and then do the lights later.
Connie comes back. She's obviously been here. She's been quietly listening for a little bit of time now. So sort of a little bit of nervousness still sort of lingering. And she looks at Zura. Do you think this is wise?
She's just going to turn her head and go, what? Think what's wise?
With seeking paradise. What you described, do you think it is a good judgment?
I always believed that my parents were in the ground, in the graves. But to find out that they're not, and to find out that those graves are empty, and that they never came back, and they are just assumed dead, gives me hope that they actually found something. And if they didn't, and they're dead, we can finally put that to rest. But I do agree that it's not safe to just keep going out there. I would like more evidence, if that. But seeing how most of you almost died yesterday, I'm not going to let you guys go alone. So I'm going to come with... I don't think it's a bad idea to look for paradise, but I have to agree with Akenna that we shouldn't keep doing it. They never came home. They never came back. They're just assumed dead.
Connie breathes in, breathes out. At this point, she's kind of got her, she's got one hand leaning over the other, and the sort of fingers sort of wrapped around on the bottom, sort of almost like she's feeling her own heartbeat. And she just sighs, and she goes, okay, I trust your judgment.
Worst case, we all become ancestors, and then she's going to pick up. She's gonna pick up her. She's gonna pick up her staff. She's gonna get up.
Yara stands up. Fine by me, actually.
We don't even know where we're going.
Seems like you've decided to travel towards the ocean first.
Yes. Well, that's where Yarsh is going, towards the ocean. You're all welcome to come.
Zura reaches into her pocket. She's like, what the fuck? Pulls out a piece of paper and looks at it. And she slowly looks up at Yvain. This is your work, and she's holding it She like turns it so that you can see, and she goes, "This is your bark."
I have never seen that before.
Are you lying to me?
Can I make a deception check?
I mean, you could, but you could. The way I tend to run things is that you guys can just react as you will to each other. You know?
Are you lying to me?
No.
Let me see your book. She's gonna put her other hand out.
I don't know where it is right now.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can everyone roll me a d12?
What? Who?
Everyone.
Everyone roll a d12.
Damn it! I got a 3.
It was a d10.
My God.
Oh,
Wow, everyone except
a D12.
Damn.
That's
Arkan
D12.
rolled a d10.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my gosh, it's the rock.
It's all good.
It's the one next to the D20.
11
Better
is
than a
nothing
3.
today, actually. I was looking for a 1 today.
Oh. That's terrifying.
Yeah, that's scary.
Your march through the snow is mostly peaceable. You'll hear the howls of that wolf pack, some of which had come after you before. But they don't seem like they're quite ready to charge into you again.
No, because we know we'll beat the shit out of them if they do.
Smart fucking idea.
It takes a full day's travel to get near the ocean, at which point you'll need to make camp with supplies you've kept in the kajak, and prepare again to set out the next day. However, a new hand touches the beacon. Sorry. And so this night, there will once more be a dream.
Oh shit.
Let me grab... this one.
Hearing about this guy out of character. Oh my god, time. People talking about this person scares the shit out of me.
As it should.
It's who I think it is, isn't it?
Iris.
Yeah.
You dream. A dream you will remember. And so, I'd like it if you could describe to me where it is you dream.
Where it is your stream.
Yeah, what are you dreaming about?
He's on a ship. A larger ship. Three masts, 3 sails. And it's foggy. But the waters are still. You can't see beyond the railing of the ship. The ship is empty, apart from him, obviously. And the ship is somewhat familiar, but almost completely lost to his memory. He feels like he's been on a ship before, but that's about it. So he's a bit confused, walking around, calling out.
You call out.
Here we go.
The mists seem to twirl and form shapes around you. Like people you don't quite recognize and places you don't quite recognize. Some of it turns to this darkened mist. And very similar to what was experienced by Connie, a white-gloved hand with no notice, no sound before this, clasps onto your shoulder. Now here's something interesting. Kid. Kid. What are you looking for?
Yaris is stunned. What? What am I looking for?
You're missing something important to you, aren't you, kid? You can sense it about you. And the tip of the head leans over. You can make out the hat. Very oddly shaped, striped, pinpricks for eyes, and the darkness that forms this humanoid face. A ship lost at sea. Crashed, I'm sure. A life you never lived. Friends now who guide you somewhere else. I've talked to one of them, you know. But kid, I don't just appear to anyone for no reason. I'm here because you're in need of something.
What would that be?
Absolution. Or maybe just the power to push forwards. I've been watching. Not too closely, but I've been watching. Your friend in the dice. Calling upon the odds of everything as you move forwards. And as it stands, kid, you'll make it. But they won't.
What do you mean by that?
You've seen some of it now, haven't you? It ain't just the gods keeping you in. That man you fought, he ain't dead, not even close. But you got a real good chance coming up on you. And hell, I'm getting bored in here. Nice touch, though. And he pushes a hand out into the mists and begins to walk around. And he is a form of this darkened mist coalesced, moving amongst the lighter mist around him. So what do you say we make a bet?
Depends. What are the stakes?
Let's make the stakes something pleasant, kid. How about this? My dice hold magic in them. And I want them to be held by someone who's gonna use them. Help me run a little prank, kid. I'm gonna bet that you won't be able to keep all the people currently traveling with you alive for another 2 weeks. If you succeed, I'll let you keep my dice. And if you fail, I'll just take them back.
And by take them back, you mean?
I'll make sure someone else finds them. But I tell you, kid, you're more in need than most. You're not someone who wants to be alone, are you? Look at all this. And he waves a hand out, and a bunch of the mist along the path that he waves disperses, opening up the ship, letting you see down its length. It already starts to curl back in. What if I could tell you what this was? What if I could tell you what you're missing? What if I could tell you everything you want to know? Where's paradise? How do I get there? How do I keep them alive? And he reaches out and grabs your hand. And you realize it's clenched. And he reaches over with his other hand and pries your hand open, and the dice are inside your hand. Find a place of power. And kid, I'll get you everything you desire and more. Just give these dice a roll. And maybe we'll see if you'll survive yet. Huh?
Roll these dice in a place of power.
He steps back one step and holds out a hand, gloved with a single white glove. What do you say, kid? Shake my hand. Roll the dice.
Yeah. Garrus looks, thinks. Not knowing if he should or not. He then grabs the hand. Fine. You have a bet.
I look forward to seeing what we find out together, kid. His grasp is firm, and he shakes your hand twice. And lets go. And the rest of your dream will be exploring the ship as he disappears. You all can awaken and gather back together the next day. You got it. You got it, Forgotten. The ocean is maybe a couple hours out. You'll have to get past the ice, of course. But you have a kajak, which you all can ride out into if you'd like. Or you could wait by the coast and wait for the lights. I'll open to all
Did
of
we
you.
see any lights the previous night?
You would have, yeah. You would have seen them out over some of these islands over here.
Okay. Zarira will she's like rubbing her eyes as she's still trying to wake up. I say let's go towards the islands where there were lights at. That's just me, but I like cleric of yeah. I'm a light person, so I like the lights. She's very tired. She's just like, I don't like sleeping on like the fucking cold hard ground.
Arkan is awake, kind of slightly restless from the journey. I'd say I agree. Yeah, I meant to say, but I do want to go see, especially what Ilarion went there for. If I got the name right.
Zarira will just nod and then look at the rest of the party to see what their opinions are.
I'm happy going where everyone else is happy going.
Connie?
Yaris is silent, but awake.
Zarira will look at
Hey, Cookus.
Conifer. Connie? You have any qualms? Ideas? Thoughts?
I don't think I have any qualms.
Cool.
Sounds like a fruit.
Connor?
Well, as mentioned, perfectly happy going where anyone else is happy going.
Oh, sorry. Got you Yvain mixed up. Yvain?
Yeah.
Ideas? Qualms? Concerns? Going towards island with lights. You're going. You're said it enough for me.
Just keep
I'll
sketching.
go where y'all go.
We're all so decisive here.
A very indecisive group, indeed.
I'm so indecisive. All the
Whatever gives me inspiration to like draw, write.
Yaris is thinking they're gonna get themselves killed.
Yaris, why are you so quiet?
Hmm?
Why are you so quiet? You're
well,
never this quiet.
Just nightmares.
Nightmares?
Mm.
Did someone take your dog in your nightmare?
No.
Okay, so
recognizing the word dog.
So it wasn't like a night terror nightmare, it's just a normal nightmare.
That's subjective.
Her
Oh
brows
my.
will like just furrow a bit. She's just staring at you.
Yaris isn't really looking at them, kind of trying to like brush the conversation off.
Alright. Zarira will just go towards the lights. Like where last she saw the lights last night.
I would like to enter a skill challenge, my friends. Do you remember this?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Everyone can use one skill and argue about how they can use it to help the group. In this mission, you'll be traveling out onto the ice and then searching various islands amidst the edge of Imakton, the ocean. So I'll open to you all, and whoever wants to try something can.
I still can't use my performance skill for anything useful, right?
I mean, I'm sure you could.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think of something.
How do I open my character sheet up again? It's
You just
disappeared.
hit your little token in the top left. That'll do.
Ooh, what if I
Thank you.
like what if I play music that has like the beat to which the others can row,
Yeah, certainly.
so we're quicker with the Kajak.
Certainly, that would be very helpful, especially since none of you have rowed together before.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Smart.
Performance. Oh.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
That is
Wow.
most certainly a success. You not only make it so that when you guys get out to the ocean, you can begin to row well and in time with each other, but also you have some nice music to row with.
True.
I will ask to do athletics to assist with the rowing on to make it easy for others.
Absolutely, you can try and take
I
the brunt.
appreciate you. Azure appreciates you greatly.
So athletics, that is, yeah. Whoopee.
Whoopee!
No.
Oh no, no, no.
Would you like
I'm
to
so
use your
sorry.
inspiration?
The one from Yvonne?
No, the one I granted you for your roleplay earlier.
Oh, I thought you were just saying that as like a. Okay, I thought there was like a. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll use it now. Why not?
Yeah, just reroll.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
No.
Well, we still take the 8, because we take the better of the two.
Yeah, that's fair.
Damn.
You can try and take the brunt of it, but you find that often in your rowing with this, that it's quite difficult to take the most of it. You need at least 2 people rowing at any given time. Nonetheless,
sense.
certainly doesn't hurt.
Can I roll survival for like navigation to go around any obstacles and such?
Certainly. I think Eurus also has expertise in that.
Ooh.
So if you'd like to help Eurus, you may.
I shall help you.
will.
Then each of you can roll, and we'll take the higher of the 2.
I will do an athletics check as well. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
very well.
Oh, what role would you rather me do?
I was going to ask for the survival to help with Arkin here.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah. Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Wait,
Not a worry, not a
what?
worry. As it turns out, they're roughly the same for you.
Oh no, I'm clicking the wrong thing. Hang on.
We have to put-
Survival. There we go.
Ooh.
And between the
That's
two
yummy.
of you, you can carefully help navigate and avoid some of the really tiny islands and whatnot, or the ones that look big but are actually, like 50% glacier. And get between the tiny little bits and make sure you don't get caught in any of the ice off the edge of the islands and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Kiana, do you know what you want to roll for yet, or no?
I'm not too sure, to be honest, because I have the ones I have are performance,
Mm-hmm.
nature, stealth and acrobatics, but I'm not too sure.
I must have the wrong.
I have sleight of
skills.
hand as well, but I'm not sure if sleight of hand will do us any favors.
What if we could do? I'm just trying to be helpful. Obviously, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But if you do like nature to help navigate in a way, but more or less, it wouldn't be like survival, but it would be like to help navigate from things in the water, more like whales, sharks, things that can hurt us. It would be more like nature-esque, not like survival. I don't know. I'm trying to.
It could also be like how the water works and such like that. Like,
Yeah. How the
Yeah,
water
actually,
works, what
that
things in the water will, like currents in the water will bring us to go faster and stuff like that. I'm just trying to be helpful.
That could certainly
honestly,
help.
thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
yeah, I'll go with that.
Make me a nature
Um,
check.
how do I do it again?
So,
Is it the
on your skills tab, on the right side of your skills tab here, there's all these numbers. So to the right of nature, I just want you to click and drag that into the chat. It's a
The
+4,
+4.
I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful.
Trying to find and navigate it, you try to pull up your knowledge on how it might help, but you find the water around here is oddly still.
That's not.
In and amidst the islands, which is very strange. That's not normal.
I'm going to do a religion check.
Certainly.
Kind of like she's speaking to the gods or like praying. Like, not to the gods. Jeez, sorry. In another brain. I gotta be in Zarir. Kind of like she's speaking to the ancestors. Like, help guide us. Like, you want us to come out here for a reason. Help us.
You pray. Oh, apologies, I just peeked my mic there. You pray and search for little signs. Make me a religion check.
I think I did that wrong. I did.
Oh,
I hit my button.
Well,
Don't.
even if I take the lower of them.
I can re-roll it though if you want me to.
No,
I
you're
hit.
good.
Okay.
You search and you think the way things are moving, the stillness of stuff starts to ebb away as you get further out to this larger island over here. It couldn't be this one. You search around, you all end up searching 3 different islands until you come to a smaller one. And it's getting quite late. Might be time to set up camp tonight.
I agree. We should set up here for the night, everyone.
Garrett's not having said a word all day.
Sex.
Let me just set this up. Not you. There we go. Setting up your camp. You all can come to rest again. Someone will be on watch, but whoever's on watch will find that they nod off by accident. And rather suddenly, you'll all begin to awaken amidst the cold snow. There's a light wind blowing. The island looks slightly different.
Oh.
Did you mention that? Yeah, I was about to ask. Can we roll something to like check, like surroundings?
Can I roll a perception check?
Certainly. Anyone could make me a perception check if they would like.
Oh, now I'm allowed to
Damn.
make rolls.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
My roll didn't go through. Hold on.
Is that a 0? Damn.
Wait, what?
We're rolling
It didn't even let me roll it. I didn't
Perception?
even get to throw it.
What?
We're rolling perception.
Hmm.
Okay, so Yvain,
Yaris is just blind.
Arkan, and Connie, presumably. I don't know what the check is.
Yeah, you can see smoke rising from the north end of the island in a stone hut. You also notice, all of you, upon looking in said direction, the white wolf. And you may all join me on the shared dream.
I can't
However,
join you.
that is where we're going to end the session for today.
Oh!
You motherfucker.
You. Oh, you.
Oh,
You.
You.
Look at how fluffy.
There we go.
Look at how
You.
fluffy he is.
You.
I love him.
Ciaris's
At the
dad, no, I'm
moment,
joking.
all I can see is just
I'm
nothing.
so excited.
Ah,
I
yes,
see
you do not
I
have
see-
dark vision here. Let me.
You
fi-
do
let
not
me-
have dark vision.
I'm blind.
Let me,
Aw.
for your sake, I will turn off lighting for a moment. You can see the madness of the blizzard ongoing. That is severely
Oh, he's a
dampened.
fluffy little boy. He's so cute.
Well, I have a
He's
sneaky
very
suspicion this might be the place of power. Anyway,
I don't like that you have the dice.
you're not getting them back.
Oh, you're a bitch.
It's okay.
I didn't even have to use sleight of hand. You
Turn
gave
back
them
on
to
the
me.
light.
I have to hop out, but
I'm
thank
gonna
you
take
so
a picture of the
much.
dog.
See ya, see ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.
There you go.
Everyone wants to
Oh,
pet. I mean, like everyone says they want to date, like I don't know, marry a god. Have you considered just like petting a god? Just like pet the god. I'm gonna pet the god.
If there was any god to do that with, I suppose it would be Urja.
I would pet the god.
Urja is, of course, the guide and the companion.
Have you considered that? If you think about it, like I don't know, it is all like when you give an offering to a god, like a sacrifice, isn't it basically the same as giving a dog a treat?
It's true.
Like if you think of it, like imagine like do you know how like it's like a reaction that your dog like if you give a dog a steak, right? And it's like holy shit, and then it like probably gets indigestion. Like
Craps itself.
yeah, like that's kind of like the like you know like it's why you don't give a full steak to a god's offering. You give like a part of it. Consider.
This and more next time.
Yippee!
on
We're feeding
Chicken
steak to a dog.
Paradise.
The god of gods.
The god of woofers.
Thank you to all of you for coming and supporting me in this way. I hope you had a lot of fun today. And thank you to
Yes.
everyone who came by over the course of the stream for supporting in that way. We'll see you all next time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.